Let me start with wishing you all a happy and prosperous new year. This is the time of the year when you all will be setting up your planner for this year. So I thought this is the right time to share with you an excellent way to create a digital planner within Excel. This is the first video of this year and I hope you will like it. For all the functions that will be used in this video, check out the videos linked in the I button at the top right of the screen. Let's first see how it works. Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Reflections. I'm Vikram and today we are here for a video on Digital Planner in Excel. It's a tool which everybody can use to plan their coming days, months or years. So let's start and see how we can create this. So what you see on your screen is what we are trying to achieve here. So this is a planner that we have created and here we can see different dates are there for this month. The month shown is January 2022. So we have all the dates here and all the tasks which we need to do on those particular dates. Like you see, we have some tasks assigned for 14th of January, and then we have some on 15th. There are multiple tasks in 14th which are differentiated by a separate new line, and then there are few where we have no task and some are having a single task. And then we are also showing the current date, that is 15th of January, in the different color. And here we have all the weekends are shown in gray color. So this is not only for January, this is a dynamic planner. We can change it. We can come back to this cell and we can select whichever month we want to see, and this dynamic planner will get updated accordingly. We can also even change the year. So now this is June 2023. Okay, so now we will see how we can create this. Before this, there is another tab for the task. These are the tasks which we have here, which are shown on this planner. So if we create any new task here, that will automatically gets displayed in this. So let's first see how we can create this planner on a fresh sheet. Okay, so we'll start with, first of all, we try to identify which area we would be using. So there will be total 7 days in the month, as you all know. So we want to create our planner starting from Sunday and we'll go till Saturday. So total 7 days we need. So we will just leave the first column as it is, and then after that we will start from B3. Before that, let's mark this G2 as the month where we would be having our month, and H2 as the cell where we would be having our year. And then below this, from B3, we will have Sunday as the first day, and then we can drag it till Saturday. You can use whatever font you want. For me, I usually use the font. This is IBM Sense Plex, so I just changed to that. You don't need to do that if you are okay with this Calibri font. Okay, so now I'll adjust the width and the height. So for this cell, or maybe all these days, I'm taking the width to be 20. So let me go to column width, set it to 20. And now for this cell, I want the height to be 22. So this is how we have arranged this month and the year. Okay, and now let's select those cells. Usually it takes 6 rows. Just to be on the safer side, we'll take 6 rows so that all our dates gets inside that. So we'll just count one. Let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we will have one additional row. We'll just mark that. So this would be our starting, and now we will see. Let's first make them as bold. And now this month and the year which we used as a placeholder, we will add a drop down. For drop down, we will go to data tab, and here in that we will click on data validation, and for allow we will select the value as list, and in the source we will just mention the name of these months, that is Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so now we have a drop down here. You can select any of the month. Okay, and then we go to year. Here also we will just add a data validation. It's up to you how many years you want to add. I'm planning to add 3 years, 2022 and 2023, and also 2024. Okay, so here we can see it's good if we can go to the alignment and right align this one and left align the year. This also we can mark as bold. Okay, so calendar looks like the structure is ready for our planner. So first of all, now we want the dates to be shown here. So how to show dates? So we will be using few formulas there. First of all, what we want to pick is this month, but as it is not in a proper month format, neither it is in the full name for the month, and neither it is a proper date. So we have to, how to pick the month number from this, we need to see. So the formula we would be using is month, and here we will select this, but this will give us an error because month formula will not recognize this MAR. So what we'll do, we'll try to make it a date. So we'll concatenate it with 1, which will make it MAR1, which Excel can consider that as a March, and it will give us a day as 3, which means that this is the 3rd month of the year, which is right. Now we want a date here. We don't want the month number, we want a date. So let's convert and make this a date. So for making this a date, we use the formula date. First expression is a year. We have the year, so we will use this. And then we have month. Month is already calculated here, and that we use 1 for the date. Day, sorry. So this will make us the date as 1st of March 2022. But now it is shown in Sunday, because our calendar is starting from Sunday. So it might not be that this day is a Sunday. Let's see what's 1st March. 1st March is a Tuesday. So how to get to Tuesday is, first of all, we will use the formula weekday, and in this weekday, this whole is the serial number is the date, and second argument is the one which we are really interested in. Why I selected 1? Because if you see, the possible values are that it will be 1 if we want the week to start from Sunday, which is our case. If our week has to start from Monday, then we have to use number 2. So we'll just close it. Okay, so right now it's in the date format, so you're seeing like this. Okay, so now we have, this is the 3rd day. So March 1st is the 3rd day of the week. But here we don't want the 3rd day, we want the 1st day. So how to get the 1st day? So to get the 1st day, that is the Sunday of the week on which this date falls, the formula would be that the date that we have calculated. So in this formula, we have calculated our date, that is the 1st of March. We have to subtract this weekday from this date. So what will happen here? So this will have the weekday as 3, and this we are subtracting 3 out of 3, so that will give us 0. But Sunday in our case is 1, so we will just add 1 to it. So this is the date which we get is for the Sunday of the week where 1st of March falls. So which is right. So once we have got this date, we will use this date and add 1 to it to move to the next date in Monday. So that would be Monday, and now we can drag this till the end of this row. And for this B5 formula we would be using is, again, we will be referring to this cell, but this time we will add 7, because this date would be 7 days ahead of the first Sunday. So that would be like the second Sunday, so, which is this. And now we can drag this also, and from here we can drag till the last. Okay, so we left one row intentionally. We will come back to that. So you'll see, if we are able to generate all these dates, now this looks a little cumbersome. So we don't want all the dates, full date, to be seen here. So we don't want that to be displayed. So we'll just select it, go to format, and in the number custom format, we'll just remove the month and the year part. So we just want to see the day part. Okay, so this looks okay now. So even we can select this and format it to move it to left. Now the next thing what we would be doing is, there are few dates in this calendar that we have come up with for March. Those dates are not for March. Like the first two you can see, those are actually February 27th and February 28th. And below that also, starting from this cell, we have this is 1st of April we are seeing here. So now we are interested in only those dates which are for this month, and rest of the dates we want to identify that they are not for the current month. So how can we do that? So for that we would be using the conditional formatting. So let's see how conditional formatting would be used here. So we'll just select all this and go to conditional formatting, new rule. We'll use the formula. So what would be the formula here? We will try to see that month of this date. And now this date, because we would be comparing it with the rest of the dates also, so we'll not fix it. So we'll just remove this dollar signs, and we want to see if this date is not equal to month of this date. But this is again, we will not be able to convert directly. So what we'll again use the, we will concatenate one to it to make it a proper date. So that way, now the first date in this this grid would be checked with the month of the date of the month of this particular grid that we want. And if they are not same, then what we will do, we'll go to format, and font will change this color to a dark gray. Okay, so let's see if it works. Yeah, it works perfectly. If it is not very visible, what we can do, we can just select this and make it bold. So now it is evident that these two dates are gray, and then these dates are also gray, which means these are not for this particular month. Okay, so now let's do some formatting. So now we have the dates available, and let's say we can check also if we convert it to, let's say, January. So dates get updated, and because it starts from a Saturday, so all the first 5 days, 6 days are gray here. Okay, so this part is good. Even we can try changing the year. So this is also working fine. Let's go back to 2022. And now what we'll see, we want to show the task which are there for that particular date. So for that we need to make some changes here. So what we'll do, we'll just select, except the first row with the data, we'll select all this row separately, and then right click and insert. So what it will do, it will insert one row below the each of the row which was having data, and now this particular row would be used for the data that would be coming from our task. So what we can do, we can just select once again these rows which got added, and that's the reason I added that additional row. And now we can, okay, so I just extend it to 40, height to 40, so I think that should be good enough. So this is how we will create a calendar. If you're finding this video useful, then do like this video and share it with your friends, as now we will see the most interesting part of this video, where we will add the task to the planner. Let's see how we can do that. So for adding the task, let's go to the first cell, that's the Sunday, and here we will be using few more formulas where we will bring that data here. So before writing the formula directly here, let's first use it here. And the first thing we would be doing is we will be using filter. So if you're not sure how the filter formula works, then you can watch other videos on this channel for filter. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so for, in the filter formula, first is asked for the array, and here in our case, the array would be this part, and let's drag it maybe for future, add some more rows. So I'll just go till 200. Okay, and then we will also block it by F4. Okay, then the second argument is what's to be included. So we'll again go back to this tab, and here we'll select this time we'll select the dates, and again we will take it to 200. Fix this also. Okay, so now the next is if empty. So if it is empty, then we'll put a blank there. Okay, so let's see how it works. Okay, so right now we are able to see all the tasks, but in our formula we have not uh, given what this task should be equal to, because right now it's showing all the tasks, but we want the task only for the date we have selected. So in this case, the second argument where we see include should be equal to this date. Okay, and we will not block it or maybe fix it, because it would be changing with each and every date. And we'll press enter. So we are not seeing anything here because there is no task for this date. But if you want to see, we have few tasks for 14th. So what we can do, just to see, we'll just click here and select this date. So see, we have few tasks here now. Okay, so but again, now these tasks are shown in different cell. So we don't want that. We want all of these tasks to be shown in a single cell. So what we will do, we will just use another function, that is TEXTJOIN. Again, if you are not sure about the TEXTJOIN, you can watch a video specifically for concatenating strings. So TEXTJOIN is a new function along with filter that was there as part of Microsoft 365 Excel. Okay, so what's happening here is, first of all, we want this TEXTJOIN, and in TEXTJOIN, the first thing it asks for is delimiter. So in our case, delimiter would be that we want all the items to be in a same cell with a new line. So for that, there is a code char 10 that should be used, and this will show us all the items in a different line within a cell. Also, we want a star just in the front of each of the item to show that this is a different item. So what we can do for that, we will just concatenate it with a star, and we'll just also give a space because we want a space between the item and this star. Okay, so this would become our delimiter. So just press comma here. Next is whether we should be ignoring the empty cells. So yes, we'll ignore the empty cells. And now the rest is the rest is the all the data that we want to show, which is coming as the outcome of the filter command. So we'll just put the close the braces and press enter, and see now all of them are shown in a single line, but they are not shown in a new line for in the same cell. That's because we don't have a rep test set right now, and also this star is not shown on before the first item. So what we can do here is, in the start itself, we can add a star with a space and concatenate it with the rest of the expression. So now we have this star as the first item also. Now, now to see this in different lines, we'll just select this sheet, go to Format Cells, and enter alignment, select Wrap Text, and see, now we are getting that as a separate, in separate lines. Okay, so now this formula is good to be pasted there, and now we just copy it from here, take it here and paste it. But just make sure that we need to change this. Should be locating the date from this cell, and now we can press enter. Okay, so there is no item here, so it's just the star, which is fine. And we can even set the alignment top, and now we can just copy this to the rest of the cells. So there's nothing here also. Okay. So what we can do here is like if it is going outside these, we can even reduce the size of this. This should be okay. So 9 is fine. So now as we have made the changes, so let's copy this row, Control C. Okay, we can delete this now. Okay, so this is how our planner will look like. Now let's just test our planner. So we go to task and we add just one more task. Just drag it, and let's say we want to add a task, visit hometown. We add this task on 26th of January. This task will show in visit hometown. Okay, and if let's say also if we want suddenly we want this date to be changed to, let's say, 30th instead of 26th. So now if we go to planner, it will change to 30th. So it's fully dynamic. Whatever change you make there, it will be done here. Now we are just only left with few things. One is just do some format changes. So we'll just add the colors. So you can add whatever colors you like. So in my case, I use these colors, so they are right there in my color palette. So you can also use whatever color you like. Let me quickly change these colors and I'll come back to that. And these 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, I'll keep this as gray. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, we make this white. And these dates are currently, because of their color and font, uh, they are competing with the task. So I want this to be little dull. So let me just select all these dates and maybe change this color, which is not so bright. Not this. So we want the font color to be changed. Okay, this looks okay. Fine. So now these tasks are quite clear and evident from here. Okay, so that one more task we can do here is to show the current date. Okay, so in the current date, showing the current date here, it would be interesting because two things we need to do. One is that we want to, let's say, as today is 15th, there are two cells for 15th. Okay, so we want to show both of them. So let's see how we can do that. So we select all this, go to conditional formatting, manage rules. Here I can see one additional task got created for, sorry, additional rule got created for this same conditional formatting rule. So here it is only for one cell. So we'll just change this. This is 15 to 15. So we'll just change this to 15, apply, and we can remove this because this got additionally created. Okay. Now in the new rule, I go to formula, and this formula, what I want to do is use an OR condition. And an OR, what we'll see is if the current date, if this cell we are checking, And again, we'll remove this dollar signs. We don't want to make it fixed. So just delete this. Is equal to today. This today formula will give the today's date. Also, by this it will just change the format of the cell where that particular value is there. Like in our case, if it is 15th of January, so only cell with the value 15th would be changed. Formatting would be changed, but we want the cell below it also to be changed. So in that case, we will just check one cell above that. So in this case, if I say, let's say B3, B3 would be the cell just above it. And again, we need to remove these dollar signs. And this is equal to today. And now close this. And in the format, what we will do, we'll go there and maybe change the background color to, it's a green, just to identify it clearly. And we apply it. Okay, and it works fine. So now we have both the cells covered with today's color. Drop a comment and let me know if there is any more features you want me to add to the planner, and I'll create another video for that. This is all we planned for today's video. You can check out more videos on the utilities you can create within Excel, like Gantt charts, heat map, or Pareto chart. Those videos and playlist will be there in the description of this video. Enjoy them, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.